Welcome back to Ill Eagle Culture Brands Red Tape Talk. I'm your host, John Ostos, a.k.a. Ill Eagle CEO, and I'm here with my two counterparts, Dion, 2 Cup Larry, and Cody, Big Meat Mauk. What's up, fellas?
What's up, D?
Nothing much.
Hey, so this is my first year doing fantasy football, and currently I'm in second place.
Nice.
After 2 weeks.
Okay, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I literally went up on Google and I said, how to draft in fantasy football. And I followed just some basic principles. And so far, like...
Pick the guys on the top of the list.
No, there's a freaking strategy to drafting.
Oh, okay.
There's a strategy.
What draft pick were you?
6.
6 out of 12 or 10?
10.
10?
Yep.
Okay.
So far, so good. I got a healthy lineup. Cowboys D shit the bed. They get me negative points last week.
Holy, how do you get beat so bad?
They got me negative points last week.
That was crazy. But, bro, that quarterback was on, though, man. He was killing it.
I feel like you guys should get kicked out of the league for that, though. Like, you can't lose by that much and just keep playing.
Yeah, okay. You didn't think that about none of the teams we did that to, though.
So, but yeah, it's been fun so far. But, dude, what's the deal with fucking Tua?
Yeah.
That was scary.
Did you see him?
Yeah, bro. He's got to be done for. Like,
he's not.
I know, but like when he's got to be, bro. Like, that's dangerous.
How can the league or the coach or the team?
They got to make him hang it up, bro.
Dude, what is up?
There was a meme going around. It was like, oh, you knew this was going to be bad. Only one of them was getting up from this.
Somebody said AB had posted something like, oh, no, AB crazy for that one or something like that. Like, because they were talking about CTE.
Yeah.
And he's like known for having CTE.
There was
Remember
another
when
one.
he pulled his shit out in the swimming pool with these women and shit,
Yeah.
and all naked in the pool?
Dude, he actually is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
he's nuts. So.
But there was another one. They were like, oh, you always live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And it was just a picture of DeMar Hamlin. It's messed up, though. But he was fucked up. Like,
yeah,
you can only get so many concussions until you're medically unable to play. So,
or before your next one's brain dead, bro.
That too.
The hit itself wasn't even that hard. Like, it wasn't that hard of a hit. It's just, I think his brain is, it's too many concussions. Like, your body just shuts off.
Yeah, I mean,
it's trying to protect itself.
He dropped his head first off, which is not something you're supposed to do, and then
he's supposed to slide.
He turned sideways,
yeah.
And so when he got hit, it was like this, and his head jerked back sideways, so his brain rattled. It moves. So.
Well, and he already got the first down, and
that was just stupid.
He was leading with his head. I mean, dude. You're quarterback. You're supposed to know how to slide.
See, but that's one of the things where I'm not sure how Tua's like came up and how he became so good, but I think he might just be an athlete and not a football player. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, Patrick Mahomes is an athlete and a football player. Like, he knows the game. He's smart.
Yeah, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna play the best ball we can.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I couldn't tell if it was him or Kermit the Frog, but okay.
Same thing.
That Trey Kennedy guy did you guys watch that one where he was making fun of Mahomes? He's like,
I'm an amphibian.
That's good.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Hopefully he can, I don't know. He's got to hang it up, I think. And then we were talking about Tyreek Hill. So he's going to be screwed too, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Who's the backup? Who's the backup on that team?
Yeah, Can't say I know. But there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that would be happy to trade to the Dolphins. So
but there's a lot of quarterbacks that are shitting the bed right now. So maybe that's a possibility, because I mean, look what happened to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
I mean, he's turning up right now.
That's what I mean. That was kind of expected, though. Like, after this year, they're supposed to be good this year. Yeah. They got good chances.
Yeah, I mean, I got Godwin on my fantasy, and I texted Cody week 1. I was like, dude, tell Godwin go off, because I got him on my fantasy.
I got Baker Mayfield in a lot of my leagues,
I was like,
too.
Fuck yeah, dude! Last week, like, he was killing it.
Yep.
And I have Kamara on my freaking fantasy, and of course,
he got like 44 points. Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah,
I was so happy the Cowboys got blasted, and also I had Alvin Kamara in the league.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was pretty cool.
In other news, though, the UFC, we found a new conspiracy as to why they are not letting Conor McGregor fight yet, because he just broke his little baby toe. He should be able to fight by now. So I don't know.
Is this the video that you
want to run that clip?
Let's run that. Let's see what we got here.
Fights Charles Oliveira. Conor eventually comes back, fights no matter how Max Holloway performs against Topuria, he fights Max Holloway for the BMF title, and that's his last fight. And I also think UFC and I think Dana and Conor in cahoots together, dragging this on because the TV right deals are up, and they're like, hey, hang on, so we can use you as leverage so we get a good TV right deal. Because then you only have one fight on your contract. That doesn't give us a lot of negotiation power with Netflix and Amazon, because Jeff Bezos was in the event center. Yeah. So that he's saying, hey, we have Conor. Sign the deal. You get a Conor fight. You get 2 Conor fights. And Conor's going, yeah, you can do that. But you got to give me a big fight when you guys figure it out. And Dana's going, yeah. I think that's more than likely what's going on. They're just dragging their feet to sign the TV deal. I think what happens is Chandler fights.
I don't know.
I could see that. That makes sense, actually.
There was a lot of build-up with Chandler and McGregor. Now they're just gonna freaking 86 it.
Probably.
What I mean, dude, that sucks for Chandler.
It does.
That really.
But
sucks.
does it really? If Conor's not the man that everyone thinks he used to be,
but it's still gonna sell. It's still gonna sell.
But it'd be the
last. That was the whole point why he hasn't
yeah.
fought in 2 years.
I'd be okay seeing him fight somebody else, honestly, as long as he fights
I want to
well.
see him get into his own shit now and do the BKFC.
Yeah.
That's where we'll see if he's the bad motherfucker.
Conor McGregor. No way.
He's swearing it's the future and it's the next big thing.
Yeah.
And
it's
like,
disgusting to watch.
It is, but it's kind of badass. So, you know, to see these fools go bare knuckle and just fucking bang each other.
I feel like we're
that.
getting closer and closer to like
gladiator type shit. Yeah.
We are. You remember the big like the war and all that shit, that uproar in the old times was all a result of what's happening today.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're trying to get all
peace.
this, inclusion, too, like bringing homosexuality into the mainstream. Like that was all part of the Roman Empire's fall too.
Yeah, that's why they got street beefs now too. They're getting the regular people into it. They're like, "Hey, what brings you here?" They're just like, "I'm here to just have some fun," you know. Like they'll do.
You ever fight before? No, first time.
Are you nervous?
No,
I mean a little.
Fuck it,
you know.
bro.
Yeah,
that's why they call me Crazy No Teeth.
Yeah. No, I think it could be very, very true. I thought they were gonna do the Sphere, obviously, but neither of them are Mexican. I don't think. So.
Did you guys watch that shit? By the way,
I heard it was lame.
I saw a couple clips.
Well, so the fights were pretty like whatever. You know what I mean? Like there was a couple badass fights, but for the most part, I was like Sean O'Malley's fight was so lackluster.
He had a torn labrum in his hip before they fought.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's just dumb, bro. Yeah. Like he fucking went out like a punk. I would rather just be like, I can't fight. Yeah. Than to fucking go out like that, bro.
He's in his bag right now, though.
Oh, for sure. And that's what happens. He's the next Conor. Watch. You know what I mean? He's going to fall off and it's going to be all about money and shit. Everyone wants to be Conor McGregor, bro. So as soon as they get money, they start acting all loud and flashy and getting tatted up and buying Lambos and, you know what I mean? Yeah. Making parodies and fucking skits and memes and all this bullshit. And they forget that they're supposed to be fighters, and what got them there in the first place was their focus. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they lose all focus, man. It's crazy.
I think he has the connections to be done, but I don't think he's got the star power like Conor did when he started.
Not at all.
You know?
He needs to run it a little longer and be a champ a little longer.
Because Conor was great. Like, he was great at fighting.
He was unfuckable for
and people hated him, too. That was the other part. He was the villain and the hero to a lot of people.
But, so to the point of the Sphere, I thought it was fucking incredible, bro. Like, the shit that they were able to do within there and how realistic it looked and how 3D it was, like, and then it was an ode to Mexicans, bro, which was really badass. Like Dana said, that's never been done for Mexican culture before. You see it happen for all other cultures on a large scale, but never has Mexican culture been represented at such a high level with such an extraordinary display. I thought it was dope as fuck. I didn't really see a lot of people talking bad about it, except for one person who talked that he was there and said it was super whack and low budget, and for all the money that went into the Sphere, it was super lackluster and shit. I can't remember who said it. Was like some podcaster, but
was it him?
I think it might have been this.
I heard that he didn't. He said it wasn't very good.
Yeah. So
no, but he wasn't there though. He was watching it on TV.
He said it wasn't very good either way.
Someone that was there, because they showed like a picture that they took of it. but it's like you're not going to get the full effect in a picture. Watching it on TV live, I felt like it was fucking insane.
The clips I saw of the movies that they were playing in the background, it looked pretty freaking fire.
Yeah,
like
I thought it was bad. I would love to go see
cool as fuck.
I would love just to go there to see anything, a concert, a fucking show. They put on like different shows there all the time, or a fucking fights. I think anything in that sphere would be insane. Bro.
I saw like a picture from like some seats. Basically, they were so high up you could hardly even tell what the fucking the octagon looked like. I was like, why would you want to do that?
They got some crazy.
They put it on the screen, for sure. But
the whole theater's a screen, bro. The entire dome is a screen, so it's like it doesn't matter where you're sitting. The screen is the experience. You know what I mean? People who are sitting down, they're probably not getting the full effect of what the people up top are getting.
Dude, I would go to like a EDM concert there for sure. That would be the way to go.
Insane, bro.
Definitely.
I've seen a lot of cool they just 3D like the first one. They do like like animation like experiences and stuff where it feels like you're flying through the air and moving in these things, like virtual reality almost. Like they have shit like that in there, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty fire.
Yeah.
I think the Sphere would be freaking incredible. So you guys see that the bar in Texas? It's like a huge freaking screen and then kind of like a theater style bar layout. And you like watch football games but you're up close. Like they have the camera that's right up next to like the line. And it feels like you're there. You guys never seen those videos? If one pops up, I'll send it to you.
Digital, like what they can do with screens now and like attaching different screens and stuff is nuts. Like I know they got projectors and stuff, but like you can do it with digital screens now, and that's pretty cool.
Projectors are kind of shit quality these days compared to like what they're doing with TV screens and shit, it's nuts.
Well, we were talking off air about Tyreek Hill as well.
Yeah.
You guys were mentioning how he's just gonna be in a world of trouble as he continues to rise in fame and getting all these women pregnant. I think he's got like 9 kids or something like that, something crazy.
4 different women or something.
Yeah. And
old boy's got to be careful.
But he's having babies while his wife's pregnant, even. You know what I mean? So it's like it's reckless. It's not just like, oh, he was with these girls, it didn't work out, and he moved on, but he still has kids with them. He's like knocking 3 chicks up at the same time, type shit. You know what I mean? Like he's recklessly getting after it, bro, which is insane. Like,
that's his ode to society, though. He's blessing the world with some freaking athletes that are just going to be beasts.
See. Maybe. You gotta have a present dad to become great like him, though. You know
what I mean? Not if you got a great mom.
I doubt it. Not too many great women are like, yeah, you could fuck me and that other chick at the same time and impregnate us.
What's wrong with that?
They don't got work ethic. That's what's wrong with it. So how can they teach something they don't got? You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have drama because it's like 6 different women, but
bro, how many times have you seen women take down these great athletes, bro?
They love it.
It's always a woman to take them down and ruin their lives or their careers, man.
But these women want a kid from an athlete. Like not all of them want all of their money.
How do you know? You talk to them?
No, that some women
their behavior is very reminiscent of a gold digging ass bitch, bro.
No, they're not gold diggers, but really they're not like, oh, I want to take 3/4 of his money. Like what we're gonna get to. Maybe his wife will do that, maybe. But these other women, I'm sure he's not mad about paying some child support. Like, and these women,
but that doesn't mean what they're doing is good.
No, I'm not saying they're good people or anything like that.
You're like, they're gonna raise great kids.
Yeah,
they're not doing anything bad.
They're gonna be great at high school sports. That's all I'm saying. Like they might have a chance to play some college ball
if they show up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do much to be fast if your dad's that fast.
I always say though, man, the example being set is what these kids are paying attention to. They don't care about their skill sets. They don't care about their physicality. They don't care about none of that if someone's not instilling it into them or there's something in their life that triggers that out of them. The lifestyle these kids are going to grow up with isn't like growing up with nothing and so you were working your ass off to become something. That's what their dad did. You know what I mean? So now they're left with the alternative. Do I become great or do I be a loser who mooches off of all the easy life I've had? And my mom, really, she's a do-nothing bitch. She's just kind of a gold digger and slept with a fucking celebrity or football player to get this money. And my child support's pretty hefty, but my mom's going to spend it all on her for the first 15 years of my life. And then, it just doesn't always work out that way, bro. Second generation wealth applies to sports. It applies to anything. It's usually fucked up at that point.
The thing I think about, though, is like, okay, I mean, they probably are all pretty young. They probably won't remember any of the things.
Look at 50 Cent's son.
Yeah,
His oldest.
That's a little different.
That
I
was
feel
the
like.
mom digging for more money from 50 when he was already paying a whole bunch.
Yeah.
She took his ass to court because she wanted more. The judge ordered him to pay even less by huge amounts of money. So that's what he's been paying because she forced him into that. He was trying to give her what, a mutual agreement amount of money. Yeah. And then his son started saying like, "Oh, you're a deadbeat. Give me more money. Help me out." Like, and he's just like, "Look, dude, like your mom's teaching you some shit she shouldn't be teaching you." And so he cut the fucking kid off now. And now the kid's a fucking loser, bro. He tries to do gigs based on who his dad is, and everyone knows his dad hates him and doesn't want to talk to him.
See, that's
and
different though.
But that's how these kids are gonna grow up. That's what I'm trying to say.
But they're gonna look at their dad on TV. They're gonna be like, "My dad was or is a superhero." You know what I mean?
They're gonna be like, "My dad's a piece of shit."
Yeah, they're not gonna. Well, they're not gonna be like, "My dad got shot 11 times and survived." Like, and he's a gangbanging dude. Like, what?
50's rich as fuck, bro.
Yeah, he's rich as fuck, but he was known for being a gangbanging dude, like that can rap. Like,
his son isn't a gangbanging dude.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm nothing wrong with it, obviously, but he saw that. He didn't see his dad on TV fucking burning dudes, making millions of dollars playing football.
We'll see how it plays out. I think it'll always be the last thing they saw their dad do that got attention.
Exactly. Yeah,
that is true. Depending on how Tyreek's career ends or doesn't end, will be what they usually will feed off.
And that's what I'm saying. They're so young.
Like, yeah, he could be. I mean, fuck, bro. Michael Jordan didn't produce another basketball player, and he was a present father. Yeah. His son sucked at basketball, and they tried. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to say, bro.
He was just, I don't know. He wasn't like, I don't know. That's a tough one. We're talking about
Bronny James.
We're talking about a guy who is
for real.
That's skill, though.
That's free ride, bro.
There's
so many more people skilled than him.
LeBron James got a free ride. He was good,
but LeBron James, you're right. He was fucking cushed up, bro.
Yeah,
they held motherfuckers back so he can, push the stats and shit up, bro. Mm-hmm. Like it was orchestrated to make him great. He's not genuinely great.
Exactly.
He didn't create his own greatness. They had to not put other players in so that he can go a stat pad, bro. That's how LeBron's career is gone. If you go look at basketball players who played with him and that are out of the NBA, they're all talking about that now.
Yeah,
they're all saying like, yeah, man, he was padding the stats all the time, and the coaches, everyone was in on it. They'd keep us out of the game so he can go in and double up and do all this other bullshit, bro. And so yeah, I mean, greatness is a facade these days, man. It really is.
I think there
Unless is you're Caitlin Clark.
There's a key to that.
Well, you got white privilege, bro. That's the problem.
That white pea.
That's not even what the people like. Not everybody was saying that. I was watching that documentary I sent you guys. What's his name? Patrick CC, right? No. I sent you guys a YouTube the other day. It was about Caitlin Clark.
Shit, I was gonna.
Oh, that's right. I didn't watch it either. Fuck.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He talked about her and like everything that went on, all the drama. And basically all the black women in the basketball game, in the basketball game, in the league, were just mad because they weren't getting the same opportunities, Angel Reese, but then everybody treated her poorly. But the thing about that is, in my opinion, is somebody has to be the heel. Somebody has to be the heel in order to make the sport great. No one's going to watch if it's just about basketball because they don't care women's basketball.
You need a Jordan.
They need somebody.
You need a Kobe Bryant, a Michael Jordan type esque player.
And Caitlin Clark knows that, and she can be that, and that's going to be fine.
But so could have Angel Reese. She just sucks.
They need it to be white, dude.
No.
They do.
That's bullshit. Why? Every superstar basketball player is a black guy, with the exception of Larry Bird.
Yeah, but
maybe Jason White.
This is the time now. We're here in the time of like, okay, well, white people can do basketball too now. That's cool. Isn't that cool? And she's good.
I don't know about that.
No,
I'm not buying that. Not in the time when you're making Little Mermaid black and all the other Disney characters are having to turn black.
Everybody can do anything nowadays.
It's not that they can. There's a certain agenda that they're pulling that bullshit off. I don't think that's what they did with Caitlin Clark because the league is not liking her. They're all working against her. All the shot callers, for the most part, are talking shit and trying to hold her back and trying to highlight other people to be runners up. They excluded her from fucking Team USA. They excluded. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much shit, bro, that working against her. They're not using her as that person. You have to earn your greatness in whatever fucking sport, whatever facet of life. You got to earn your greatness. Jordan, Bryant, Kobe Bryant, all these different people, they earn the greatness. You've never heard a story of people saying, they helped Kobe get there. You know, they hooked him up and kept us out. No, they said he was a ball hog. He never passed it. And when they asked him why, he'd say, because they fucking suck, and I'm not going to let them jeopardize the game for me. I'm trying to win.
That's how I feel at
Earn
work.
shit. And that's Caitlin Clark. They're all talking shit. They're attacking her physically on the court, bro. And she's just like, buckets. Buckets.
So
Buckets.
the one thing that stood out to me in that YouTube that I watched,
I got to watch it. I got to get on your perspective.
they talked about like how Joe Biden invited Iowa to the White House after they lost the state championship. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. She should not have been invited. And then they were like, well, if it would have been the other way around, would they have invited LSU? Probably not.
Yeah, but
So is that racist?
Wait a minute. So why did
when
they,
you talk about Joe Biden, like what have they done that's been
why
fucking
did they
normal?
invite them?
Because Jill Biden said sports are about like being not gracious. What's the word I'm looking for? Like sports and camaraderie, basically,
Okay.
and like
So it's like a participation trophy.
basically, yeah, being humble.
Yeah.
And I wish
Did
I knew the
Iowa
exact
go to the
word.
White House?
No, because they all made a big beef about it, obviously, because LSU was like, why would they come with? They lost. This has never been something we do.
Yeah.
You know, like
So what is your question?
I'm saying, isn't that racist?
Why would that be racist?
Because if it would have went the other way around and
they would've invited
LSU would have
LSU?
lost, right?
Yeah.
Would they have invited LSU?
Why wouldn't they?
Because it's not something they do.
Did they say why they invited?
I can't find the right word in my vocabulary
Because
at the moment.
it was
but
for camaraderie or whatever. It's
like she's,
participation.
we'd have to. I'll look it up. I'll get it for
Yeah.
you guys. Just give me 1 second.
I'm just curious.
No, I
Because
get
yeah,
it,
like,
but
but my point is, like, when you're talking about the Biden administration, there's not a lot of credibility in there to be like, oh my god, that was racist. No, it probably was.
yeah.
They probably definitely are. And who doesn't want to stoke the flame of racism more than this people? So they probably did that
Why would that be
intentionally.
racist though? Is there no white people on LSU?
Probably not.
No, but what he's trying to, I think what the guy was trying to get at,
Wasn't that Cameron Brink on LSU?
I don't watch women's basketball.
but I think what that guy was trying to get at is like, look, Caitlin Clark was invited because she's Caitlin Clark, even though they lost.
said.
But even so, like, yeah, I mean, you're talking about an administration of people who are definitely trying to, bring racism to the forefront of every issue. So why wouldn't they fucking antagonize like that? You know what I mean? Or instigate in such a way. That's what they're about.
So she said, and I quote, I know we'll have the champions come to the White House. We always do. So we hope LSU will come, she said. But I'm going to tell Joe, I think Iowa should come too because they played such a good game.
There's a white girl.
Does she play though?
Yep.
Is it just diversity?
She's the only.
No, I'm with you. I believe it could totally be racism, but I don't think that gives credibility to like that's the consensus.
But in the spark of all of this race baiting basketball bullshit that they're doing for the women's sport because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's beef or whatever, like this was what they chose to do. They thought that would be a good idea. I find that odd.
They do that on purpose. They
Yeah.
want to stir the pot.
And then we
And
fall
yes,
for it though.
And racism's totally real because in the Biden administration, for sure, it's a legit thing.
But then it made all those women angry against Caitlin Clark.
Ooh, when has the Biden administration not stirred the pot?
Yeah. But I'm saying, so there's a fuel for the fire that was given to these female basketball players who are black.
Yeah.
Like they were made to feel like this girl is getting special treatment because
Nah.
our president, the first lady,
No way.
literally
I
is
think that's
No one
reaching.
gives a fuck about these people. You're using. It'd be different if like the NBA invited them to some big event and said you guys come too, even though you lost because you're white type shit. I'd buy that card you're trying to get at way more than the Bidens, bro. Who first of all, who gives a fuck about Joe Biden? Nobody. Who gives a fuck about Joe Biden? Nobody, bro. And yes, racism is their thing, bro. It's 100. So yeah, they probably did it to stir the pot, but I don't think that gives the argument to what the consensus is about the entire WNBA and all these people and all these announcers and these former players and these head coaches. That's racism, bro. They're using racism to fulfill their agenda.
Yeah.
It's not Caitlin Clark and her team per se that are fucking riding the wave of it. She's just out there playing ball. She's not getting into the drama. She's standing her ground on what she believes in. Like she didn't want to go on The View because she doesn't fuck with them, bro. And they offered her $1 million to do it.
That's
And
crazy.
she's just like, nah, I don't fuck with them. That's dope, bro. Then there's nobody else that they're letting like her also represent Kobe. She's rocking his shoes. His wife's sharing. They did a fucking Caitlin Clark version of the Kobe 9s, didn't they? So like, she's getting her rec. For sure, she's getting her wreck.
I don't know.
Racism, I'm not buying it.
I don't buy it either. That's what I'm saying,
The
but-
Biden's putting racism at the forefront of the issue.
They definitely did.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But who gives a fuck about them? They don't speak for the consensus.
Yeah, I don't.
If anything, the racism's happening towards Caitlyn.
But I just don't. If anything, but I wouldn't say that's like the thing. Maybe
There's
it
a lot
is.
of hate.
But
That's just women, though. That is
That
women.
is a lot of hate.
It's not just women though. Like even guys are saying this
But
shit.
she's
You know?
Did that Diana Trace?
They don't play.
Did that Diana,
If she was black, would they treat it this way?
yeah, exactly.
She's so good. Yes,
No, I know.
would
If she
say
was
so.
if she was black, but they wouldn't treat it like it's some kind of a race issue, or they wouldn't. You know what I mean? They would just be like, she's awesome, but because she's white and she's better than all the other players, including black players, now it's a fucking issue.
But I feel like you have to go back to how the issue started. So she was really good, right?
Angel Reese didn't get any freaking blowback from any of the former players or the coaches or former players. Whatever.
She did
No, she did not.
in college. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
When
you're
she was
talking
going
like
to
getting
the
bullied
WNBA
from the women,
She was
basically.
going to the WNBA. Nobody said a word about Angel Reese coming to the WNBA.
Yeah.
It was all about Caitlin Clark. Like, you're going to learn your lesson when you come to the WNBA.
Oh, she's about to get a reality check.
Reality check.
She
And
ain't
then
better than me. She ain't gonna beat my record.
But
Bro,
that-
she beat I think historically she's beat every record in the history of the WNBA as it stands right now in her rookie season.
Yeah. But they're
Who's
saying that,
doing
like the
that?
rules were different, so it doesn't count.
Of
Different
course.
ball.
See, that's racism.
There's a different ball. A
Yeah,
different
that's
size
racism.
hoop.
That's totally racism.
What?
They don't-
It
because
was a
they
different
can't-
ball.
they
It wasn't a
can't-
different hoop.
They
but it
can't
was a different
stand
ball.
to see
Like
the
a
white girl
smaller
kill
ball.
it, bro.
They played with the men's ball back in the day. It was only one size ball everybody played with.
Back in the day, how long ago? Because they've been playing with a women's basketball for as far back as I can remember.
When that chick that said she didn't beat my record, she went on record to say
Sue Bird.
she did beat my record, but she didn't beat the record in the same standards that I was in. Like, we had a bigger ball.
Crimea
It's much
River.
harder to score when the ball is bigger because
Yeah.
you don't have as much leeway to make it. So,
Okay.
but with that being said, they prop Caitlin Clark up for this situation to happen. You can't make somebody seem like a god in college and come into the WNBA and
But
just expect
no one's padding her stats. They didn't prop her up.
No,
She
not-
just put herself in that
She was just
position.
No,
good.
exactly. She is good. I'm
Yeah.
not
She
doubting it.
That's what I'm saying. She put herself in that position.
But then
Nobody
they-
helped her get
But
there.
then they propped her up by showing and showcasing that, which
Why
then
not?
But
You're
that's
supposed to do that.
so that's what I'm saying. So like, there wasn't really a guy in the college football world that came out last year, right? I'm trying to think. Caleb Williams would have been the guy, but he's not that good right now.
he's
He's
crap.
bad, actually.
'Cause he paints his nails.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody that would be that. Like, we could go LeBron James, but nobody liked him in the league when he started. He's even explained that. He's like, I get what she's saying. Like, it's if somebody hypes somebody up so much, obviously the people that are veterans of the sport, they're gonna be like, fuck that girl. I'm gonna show her what I'm about, you know?
But it's not justified.
It is. They want to be the best at their game, and this lady's challenging them.
But that doesn't make it justified for them to talk shit about her. That's just them hating on her, bro.
That is what people
Yeah.
do when they
Yeah.
want to, when they feel
No, I know.
threatened.
But that's what I'm saying. The racism you're trying to imply.
That's not racism.
No, but what you were trying to imply is coming from their side towards the white girl. It has nothing to do with racism being stoked, for the white girls.
That was just a me throwing something in the air because they did start with bringing racism from the White House in college basketball. That has some sort of race induced into it. Why would they invite the other team? Never happened before. No one's ever. I'd hope they wouldn't go because of tradition. Based on NCAA sports and sports in general. They've never invited both teams just because they all played a good game.
Yeah, but there's never been a Michael Jordan in the WNBA either. So to say that they did that just because of race, why couldn't they just have done it because of greatness and been like, look, man, they did lose, but what a fucking game. And that Caitlin Clark is somebody I want to bring and see too.
Because she lost.
It doesn't matter.
You don't
how
get a
many times did Jordan
participation
lose, bro?
trophy.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not a participation.
Yes, it is. She lost.
Not when you're the greatest basketball player to
doesn't
show
matter.
up there, bro.
She lost.
Nah, see, you're just trying to instigate.
It's a
some
team
shit.
game.
You
It's not
want
an
you want
individual
racism to
sport.
be real in black favor so bad,
It's
and
not.
it's just not a reality.
But I'm
bro.
saying it's not racist anymore. Like I wouldn't want somebody to be better than me either. I'd be like, that girl sucks. She sucks. I hate her. And I push her on the ground too.
But they started. You're right. You're totally
white.
accurate in what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they started it. They started it with she's white privileged.
yeah.
She's not better than us. She just has white privilege, and so no one should give her the credit or the credibility because she's fucking white. They started that shit, bro. They made it a race thing. So yeah, like, and it was the blacks that were hating on her. The black women in basketball were like, "Fuck that, this white girl ain't shit," and she's white privileged, and that they played her off. And then what did she do, bro? She dominated every single one of them by earning it by the gameplay that she put on the court, and didn't let anyone's shit talking affect her game, and she's killing it. But the shit talking that they're doing is affecting their own game because Angel Reese folded, bro.
She got hurt now too. She's done.
Because she sucks.
She's not very.
She's going out to fucking concerts and twerking and fucking partying with the girls and doing all this shit. She's getting lost in the fucking smoke like all these celebrities tend to do.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark's just staying focused and training and kicking ass, bro. And so I hate that they want to play the race card and do all that bullshit, bro. I hate that they don't allow greatness to be great. And there's always got to be some kind of excuse or some kind of reason how, they only got it because of X or because of Y. It's like, no. They're just fucking dope. Whether you like someone to be better than you or not, that bitch is dope, bro.
See, but the thing is
That bitch. Caitlin Clark is dope, bro.
in a year, it'll be gone. It's not gonna be the same.
Caitlin?
No. She's gonna be better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's not gonna be the same. It won't be.
Well, they can't talk shit no more. They don't got nothing to say.
That's what I'm saying.
Are
So
you
it's
saying,
just
like,
shit
are
talking.
you
It's
saying
not
what do you
racism
mean-
anymore.
What do you mean won't be the same? What do you mean?
It's not gonna. We're not gonna be thinking,
the shit talking?
she's race baited.
Oh.
It's literally gonna be. She's now.
It
Well,
dep-
she's
but
already
it
proved
depends on what
herself.
they say.
She's already proved herself.
If they say that white privilege, then the racism won't die.
The white privilege thing came from the White House. That's what I'm getting at.
No, it did not.
It was a big contention spot for why they think it is because she's white.
They were calling her white privilege long before that invite, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't come from the White House. That came from the WNBA.
Somebody did
That
it.
came
bro.
from the league.
Somebody
and the
started
announcers
it.
and all the people. But I'm not. It's like Eminem, bro. It's the Eminem thing. It is. It's the Eminem thing. He'll never be considered one of the best hip hoppers in my book because he ain't black, and this is a black thing. That's what they're doing with the WNBA right now. Caitlin Clark is the fucking GOAT, bro, and they hate that.
That's tough.
They do hate it.
I can't help it, bro.
1 year.
I don't look at color, homie.
You know,
I don't look at color. I look at capabilities, and she's capable. I keep.
I'm interested to see.
I'm fucking heated, Dion. Fuck.
Yeah.
She put her on the map.
I don't know what map you're talking about, but sure.
You don't know what we're talking about?
No, I just don't.
We're literally talking about
No one-
WNBA
no one
right
watches
now.
it. That's
We are
right.
talking about
We
WNBA
never had a reason
right
to
now.
turn into
before.
streams.
Did we give a fuck about WNBA prior to Caitlin Clark? No, we did
Did the
not.
White House give a fuck about WNBA?
Yeah.
No, they did not. But we are talking about WNBA.
Not WNBA, but college basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All of the above because of Caitlin Clark.
No.
She put it on the map.
But so
She did. I mean, they're showing statistically, financially, everything.
They're doing better,
The
yes.
number, not just better,
better,
bro.
like,
They're doing like
astronomically.
tenfold, bro,
Yeah.
in every area.
Stadiums are
she's
filled
just
up.
a pawn, then, is what you guys are explaining to me.
No, she's
No, that's just the
fucking
way
good.
that you're seeing it because you're
Just a
jaded.
pawn.
You're jaded by cultural views, bro. Trust me, you're jaded, homie.
They used her to put WNBA on the map, bro. That's what are you guys not seeing?
Yeah, you can see that skill set is total fake.
Yeah.
So the whole racist push was just to use her.
You're getting it. See, this is what I'm saying. That's the point.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
They use
Dion wants
race
this to be a
baiting.
trolling podcast now. I
That
think what he's
is
doing.
that is they used race bait to make the WNBA more popular.
They
Does
didn't develop hers. What I'm saying.
No. She's
She
good.
came in dope as fucking great, and they went at it. That they're creating controversy and shit like that. Sure,
Exactly.
I don't think they're smart enough to have done it intentionally. They're really that ignorant and that fucking self-centered,
and it just worked.
and it just happened to work in their favor, or in the favor of the league, I should say, and in Caitlin's because she's
It
got
worked
all the
in
money
favor
now.
of everybody because when Caitlin came in and destroyed everybody,
Yeah.
it made her that much more popular.
It
It's gonna make women
It brought so much attention to the league. She put him in private jets like fucking month 1, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's be real here. She was good for the game, and they were trying to discredit her because they were jealous of her, and so they started saying white privilege this, white privilege that, instead of just like, man, she's bad as fuck on the court.
It's going to be really good for young women, though, in all honesty. That's
Right.
the one thing I'd say that is good. Is
All
like,
colors.
It is
Yeah,
good
all
because you know
colors.
what it does? It fucking makes sure that it makes everybody else elevate their game.
Yo.
You have to elevate your game to be on her level, or you're gonna get fucking destroyed.
well, and I mean, it gives.
I mean, you guys watch. I've seen clips of the women's basketball prior, and it is so hard to watch.
I wouldn't.
So hard to. It's like Angel Reese. Like the whole team is like Angel Reese.
Yeah.
Throwing just
ball flopping
throwing
everywhere
freaking
and
bricks, dude. Throwing
jumping,
bricks.
and you can't even lay up and shit, bro. Like,
The
she's
whole
got the
team's-
most rebounds in the
They're
whole
hers.
league.
But now you're
It's
seeing,
'cause she just sits under the hoop missing all day,
yeah.
bro.
But now you're seeing the scores are, some of them break 100.
25 to. I'm kidding. That's messed up.
So the scores are getting better and better because they're elevating their game. They have to.
Yeah, I mean, and it gives kids something to look like, young girls something to look forward to. Because like when I was growing up in high school, like I was never going to be a professional wrestler for like wrestling, actually, not WWE.
Yeah.
But like that's not a thing that you think about doing when you're
Right.
younger, because that shit is not popular at all. There's like 2 guys, and that's it.
You.
And the Olympics. But after you win the Olympics, then what? Like that's it. So I don't know. But
So from basketball, let's transition. We'll stay in Hollywood a little bit here. Let's talk about the most recent events with Diddy.
Did he do it?
They finally came back and arrested Diddy,
we were waiting on
and
it.
they hit him with all the charges
Trafficking.
at first, and then they dropped a bunch of charges, like a lot of the sex crime stuff. They saying they weren't going to try him for, just a lot of the other additional shit on top of it. Like they weren't going to get him for human trafficking anymore or something like that. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but
Well, that's
he
what they
tried to
did
get
charge
bail the first time. They were going to pay $50 million bail.
What would that?
$50 million to get him out.
They have to pay that much, or
that's
they
how
have to
much
pay
his
the
bail
percentage of
was,
that?
bro. That's
Okay.
how much his bail
Shit.
was. And so he was willing to put up like a mansion and some other assets to it, but they were considering him a flight risk, so they denied him bail.
What?
Then his team came back a second time. He's scared right now. He's in like one of the worst prisons in Brooklyn, bro. Like the conditions there have been nationalized for being horrible conditions, like unsafe, like all the shit. And he's in one of the worst prisons in Brooklyn, bro. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a shit
Rikers
hole.
Island?
Like conditions are really
it's in New
bad. Like there's
State.
like maggots and worms, all over the place, and in food, and like they're saying it's a shit show. This is where R. Kelly is apparently too, if I'm not mistaken.
They're probably hanging out, peeing
So
on each
so
other.
so here's the thing. He said he asked again to get bail, right? But this time he said, "I promise I won't have any women around me."
What?
That was one of the conditions he offered to the judge to. So like you're saying you're not guilty, but then you're also saying, "Hey, I won't be around any women if you let me out."
That's crazy.
And again, denied.
Well,
So he's
good.
serving. He's locked up. They just announced that he's officially booked, and they showed his
Book
his,
him and book him.
yeah,
what do you
his
think
booking
he
and
did
shit.
to like get on their bad side? That's what I want to know.
It's hard to say. Like we all clearly understand what's going on here. If you're a conspiracy theorist, anyway, is that he's the Black Epstein, bro.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, there's so many more of these guys out there. They just haven't been caught up yet.
Do you think that his time was up? Like he
Something
got, he
happened.
got what they needed.
He overstepped his boundaries.
Yeah.
He did
Well,
something.
that's what I'm saying. So
So
something
like, here's
had to
the
have
thing,
happened.
right? With the stuff that's coming out about like all the people he was connected to, who's on that list, bro? Obama, Oprah, TD Jakes, like a lot of huge
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
That's what I'm waiting on.
You know what I mean?
Jay-Z.
So like, there's, and we speculated this stuff earlier on, and then everyone's just like,
50
all right,
ain't on that
they're not
list.
charging him for nothing. They're not going to get him. You know what I mean? So like, then the shit comes and they finally get him. Now everyone's running scared.
didn't 50 Cent just get charged for something else too?
50.
Not like super recently, but maybe like a month or two
His
ago.
chick that he kicked to the curb is
Said
trying
he
to claim
beat
him like he sexually assaulted her.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's what it
but-
was, something like
Yeah,
that.
she was living in his mansions with his money and had his kid, and she decided to go be a hoe.
trying to be
and he called
trying
her
to
out
get a
at-
payday.
Yeah, she's trying to get a payday. It's not real. 50 Cent talks too much trash, bro, and he knows he don't have to fucking take it from no woman.
So the
bro.
real question is, are they going to Epstein him?
that's what everyone's speculating now, right? Like he's who knows who's on his list, bro, and who knows what they got on him. But they're doing something with him, and they won't let him out. And there's a pretty good reason probably why they won't. Ghislaine Maxwell was in the same Brooklyn prison too, if I remember correctly. I can't think of the fucking name of it, but yeah.
Did he do it?
Let's see if it says right here. No, not yet.
I'm pretty sure that they did charge him with trafficking.
Yeah, but then they removed a bunch of those charges to go over.
They could have, but I mean,
hell on earth.
What?
Yeah, but it has a name. Something.
It says
Brooklyn Penitentiary.
he's at the detention center in Brooklyn. Metropolitan Detention Center, but I don't think that's the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're saying the conditions are really bad.
Yeah, they say it's like one of the worst, and it's been under investigation so many times for all kinds of.
So why was he
crazy
arrested
shit.
in New York? Was that?
Yeah, he was arrested in New York.
Maybe that is the name.
Hiding out there?
I think he had turned himself in, or he was when he found out. He went in, agreeably.
That sucks.
It says he was moved. He has been moved out of solitary confinement at the notorious MDC Brooklyn jail.
Yeah, and that's what they're afraid of because they're saying he's high risk for suicide, or there's a lot of guys in that prison who are, it's a fucked up prison, who would love the brownie points for getting after Puffy. He's like
they probably
a
all
trophy.
think that
You think Kanye West would be like paying people to get Diddy killed?
I don't know about what does Kanye care about Diddy?
I don't. They got something. I don't know.
Well, he
Diddy
said, "Fuck
beefs with
you,
a lot
Fed."
of people.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Fed.
But I mean, it's crazy that this has come out now. Now we get to watch it unfold and see where it goes. But everyone's already saying like Diddy didn't kill himself, so we'll see what happens. But they're keeping him in, so it goes against some of the conspiracies of like what their next move is because they don't want to let him out of prison.
Well, they got rid of all the evidence already.
But it's like they need him in prison to finish the job, maybe, bro.
What are they going to get him for, though? What would your guess be that they're going to get him for? Like, they're not going to get him for any of the trafficking stuff. I guarantee.
Well, they got him for what is it called? Like when you coerce people, coercion, drugging them. Filming them without their consent, bribery, blackmail, like all these other things, but supposedly like the human trafficking charges were dropped. Here's the other catch, and I don't know if they've reported this, widely yet, but he has a woman who for like the last 6 years he touted for being his right hand and who makes things happen when things aren't supposed to happen the way he wants them. She's the shit. It's his Ghislaine Maxwell is what they're saying. And they're saying she came to him and kind of introduced him. And they're saying this chick is like the boss chick, not Puffy, right? And now everyone's like, who's this chick and where's she from? She's probably got ties to the CIA or the Mossad or some shit because she's kind of the person who orchestrated all this shit recently with him and for him. She's the one who made things happen.
But nobody knows who it is.
With getting, the porn stars and the prostitutes and, all the other shit. Like, everyone knows who she is. They've said her name and they've shown her on social media. I should look her up because it's something that they're buzzing about right now in the conspiracy world.
I just imagine freaking they're in trial. Justin Bieber gets called up to the stand, dude. Chris Brown gets called up to the stand, dude. Like he's gonna talk about all his life. Justin Bieber's gonna talk about how he was 13.
Let me read this to you because this is what's this on Facebook?
Yeah, they're like having sleepovers and stuff.
Therapy and underground.
All right, let's see here.
Extra.
In jail, in therapy, and under brand new scrutiny. As Diddy faces another judge today, new questions about his alleged reign of terror are coming to light. The stunning allegation from prosecutors: Diddy once forked over $46,000 to cover damages to a penthouse after one of his drug-fueled so-called freak-offs. And today there's new speculation: a woman at the center of Sean's orbit and business empire could potentially hold the key to the prosecution. She is Christina Coram, seen here with Diddy in Florida in November after he settled his rape and abuse case with ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Diddy posted this photo of her to Facebook saying, "Christina, a.k.a. KK, keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's my right hand." In a separate lawsuit against Combs, music producer Rodney Jones used this same photo, calling Coram the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein.
Damn.
She was referenced 64 times in that suit.
In the federal indictment just filed against Diddy here in New York, prosecutors allege Diddy did use his employees to, quote, carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex.
Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff.
Christina herself was not named in this criminal indictment, but could potentially be a key witness in this case. A source told the New York Post, quote, "If anybody is a gatekeeper, Christina would know everything."
The individuals that witnessed this conduct or even help, they should really be concerned, because if they don't cooperate, they may face the very real possibility of being charged as co-defendants.
Combs has denied every single allegation against him. Coram did not respond to our request for comment. This afternoon, a new judge upheld yesterday's decision to keep Diddy behind bars without bail.
We're good on
At
this.
Diddy's arraignment yesterday, his lawyer revealed Combs has been in treatment and therapy for things he needs treatment and therapy for. The question,
dude's cheeks.
would any of
Clapping cheeks, bro.
Fucking.
So there's so much more to this story than we even understand, and the pieces are all going to start coming together. But I said this shit a long time ago. This fool is the Black Epstein. He's the Epstein to you know, the rap game, the sports athletes, all that. Like, they used him to get into the culture, and then they made him the Epstein of the culture. He's been blackmailing and bribing people through sex and drugs and all kinds of shit.
You think
bro.
he was telling people, "Hey, bro, you want to come to my freak off or what?"
Yeah, I don't know. But here's the, like, everyone close to him has, like they said, bro, they knew.
Yeah.
Anyone who was really tight, like DJ Khaled and Fat Joe and Jay-Z and all these dudes, bro, they all knew what the fuck was going on. They all went in. The scary part is, I bet you even his own sons participated in this shit with him. Imagine that, bro. Yeah.
Well, 50 said he was fruity.
1,000
fruity
bottles of baby oil and fucking
take
lube,
it from
bro.
his homes.
Did you see the pictures of that shit too? Like,
yeah, they were in like little
it
personalized
was
bottles.
insane, bro. Insane what they found. First of all, do you realize how much sex has to be happening to need that much fucking baby
I
oil?
heard that they confiscated 764 dildos. Is that true?
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know if it's true yet or not, but they showed proof and evidence of the raid and all the bottles of lotion and shit, you know? So that's crazy. But yeah, this dude, they say the story is he would drug people up, and he would make these male strippers and other people, like celebrities and stuff, have sex, and he would sit there and masturbate while they were doing it, and sometimes get involved. This is his thing. And they said they got all that on footage when they confiscated the video footage from his homes they raided. So this isn't just speculation anymore. These are facts, and the feds and other people are saying this shit out loud, bro. Like, they have video footage, and there's a lot of unnamed people in these video footages.
They're not going to show who the people are, though.
It would be obvious if they didn't, though. It'd be just like Jeffrey Epstein, right? You're being tried for crimes where there's no victims.
Yeah. I mean, well, what are they going to say? They're going to say, well, these people did drugs. That's it.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, unless they have videos of them doing stuff with minors.
It depends on what they're doing, yeah. And the minors thing, you know, everyone's said there is minors involved in this too. Yeah. So we'll see how it comes out, man.
That's going to be interesting. I don't know if they're going to get him for any minor stuff, because then all those people involved have to go down, and they're not.
I do though. I am. You know that video of that little white girl. They say that there's Diddy,
or whatever.
Yeah, that they adopted, and she's just completely disappeared. I'd be real curious for someone to follow up and find that chick.
Yeah,
because that would be
there is a way all this could get mapped out. I mean, there's a way Jeffrey Epstein stuff could get mapped out too, but
they won't let it.
It did.
And if you think them busting Diddy is a result of everything's about to come out, you're fooled.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
no, they busted him to keep everything from coming out.
Yeah.
They're going to leak what they want to leak, and they're going to protect who they need to protect.
Yeah.
And guess what? Obama's not going to be one of them. Oprah's not going to, the Jay-Z probably won't. They'll probably get them out of this somehow, bro.
Yeah. No,
because
Diddy's
they're
definitely
still
going
using
down.
these people. But this boils down to that whole concept of useful idiots, man.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before they no longer need you and then do away with you, bro. And this is how they finish you off.
Yeah.
This is either the punishment for something he did wrong, or this is the consequence of the deal he made to have all the fame. He's 54 years old, bro. Like, your time's up, dude. It's time to end it.
It's crazy how orchestrated it is, though.
Yeah.
Like how they get somebody obviously very unwell, like mentally and unstable.
Well, we know that
obviously.
they look for sociopaths.
Yeah. So
That's the behavior of a sociopath.
they get them, and then they treat them well. They're like, dude, you're gonna be rich and famous. All you got to do is follow what we say, and as long as you do that, you're gonna be good.
Yep.
And then once they don't need you anymore, you're useless. Then they fucking throw you under the bus. But I was watching a Soft White Underbelly yesterday, and it was about a cartel member, and it's a very similar concept of business. Is like, okay, they're gonna find you, right? Usually it's a connection, like maybe your father or whatnot was in the cartel, and maybe they moved on from them. They bring you out, they take you in, they say, hey, you want to start moving some product for us? They move product. You're like, yeah, you don't have an option, because they most of the time show you somebody getting killed first, and then they're like, you want to move product? And you say yes. Then you start, and then as soon as you are not useful to them, that's it. Then you're done. Like you go to jail, you're done.
Well, there's no getting out of it, too.
Exactly. And then
I've
you
told
can't
you guys
leave.
the story of I have family members, a couple
Yep.
uncles who they were slanging so hard, bro, and they got taxed by the cartel. Well, the cartels, not even the cartels, the Mexican mafia, La M. They came to them just out the blue and just said, we know what you've been doing. We know you've been slanging, and you're going to have to cut us in 10% and also buy all your product from us. And he was just like, nope. War. Right after that, bro. Went to war. Shootouts in his front yard.
Is it a different thing, the Mexican mafia, compared to the cartel?
The Mexican mafia is more organized and they have rules and things, you know what I mean? Where the cartels, they're just straight up sociopathic, like assassins, bro.
Yeah.
Like grueling, like cutting people's heads off, doing like, to say the Mexican mafia doesn't do that would be a lie. I'm sure they do, but they're not like the cartels. It's like the difference between a gangster and a thug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes out here that'll be like, yo, I'm a fucking G, I'm a gangster, this and that. But gangsters are really orchestrated, bro. They're really smart. They're really intelligent the way that they move. They speak in code. They do all this different shit. Where thugs, they just run around with guns doing drive-bys and dumping in the air and fucking making rap videos with their guns and their drugs and shit and posting shit on internet. That's thug behavior. And then you've got like gangster shit, bro, where it's really more orchestrated. That's the difference between like La M and cartels.
Okay. Is there different like factions of the cartel, or is it just one?
Yeah.
It just runs to the top.
So I'll tell you, it all runs to back to the U.S. government for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's many different cartels and they're enemies and they fight amongst each other too.
Yeah, that's always what I was wondering, because it's like, okay, well, the Pablo Escobar and whatnot and stuff like that. So I was just like, who else is there? Who else is that Don that fucking runs shit?
Oh, I'm sure we don't even know
There's
half
two
of them. Yeah.
main cartels in Mexico, and I'm sure Colombia still has their entities too. But yeah, it's just like
the Sinaloa
gangs here.
cartel is like one of the
Biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that would be cool. That would be cool to be at the top.
To be that dude. Huh?
Yeah, you're the guy
I mean,
wearing
you're
a
talking
suit.
about dudes
just
who have
fucking-
mattresses
El
with billions
Chapo's
of
son.
dollars. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that's money, bro. Imagine being that big in the drug game, man.
What
and
would you
that
even
protected.
And what's the point anymore to keep going though? I don't get it. It's
yeah,
just
there's
that.
no end game to it though. That's the thing. That's what I was trying to say. You don't get to just get out.
Yeah.
Like you said, when they're done with you, or if you no longer are delivering and coming through, and business is bad, bro. You don't get to just be like, hey, it was nice working with you guys. I'm gonna go settle down and start a normal life. They're like, oh, you're out, okay, and then next thing you know, you're dead.
Yeah. See, and the thing is, you can't even run away
Nah.
because where are you gonna go? Like
It's hard. I'm sure people have.
You
I'm sure
can.
people have, but they got government agencies involved that maybe weren't as so corrupt or something. Because I promise you, bro, that the cartels all link back. I mean, we saw proof of it on that Charlie Kirk video where that kid was saying that he works with reformed, cartel members, him and his family. It's a ministry they do. And all these reformed cartel members who have turned their life over to Jesus and work with these guys now told them that they work on behalf of the Democrats in the United States and that they human sex traffic children to Democratic cities and states per their deal with the United States government and the Democratic Party. Like, he spoke it out that clear and that concise. It's the Democrats. We're giving the cartel members that are finding Jesus and coming to their ministry are telling them the stuff that they've done, and consensusly across the board, they're all saying, yeah, we work for the Democratic government of the United States. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It is.
But that's how that's how the drug game started in general, bro.
Yep.
It was CIA. The government who created it. The CIA created the drug game. You know what I mean? Those airplanes flying over and delivering shit, bro. You think drug dealers are just able to do that? No, bro. No, they get shot the fuck down unless they're a part of the team.
Yeah. You guys would have watched that Netflix series I told you about. You would have known that.
Yeah.
I forgot you.
Not everyone can sit around watching Netflix all day, though.
I do it at night. Speaking of,
he stays up till like 1 o'clock, and I can't do that, bro.
Late, no. Speaking of CIA, there was another attempted assassination.
Oh yeah, we'll end on this one for sure.
On Big Don,
Donald Trump. This is clearly another inside job.
The guy didn't get any shots off.
He didn't get any shots off. So. But he was like one hole away from being in this guy's range.
Yep.
Also, this was an unscheduled golfing event that he showed up. It was a last minute decision. No one in the public knew Trump was going to be there, but this dude did. And so now even the Secret Service has come forward and said they believe there's a mole.
Yep.
Because there was no way anyone in the public knew Trump would be there or how to get there.
The guy was there for 12 hours.
At a golf course.
It was unscheduled. He got there like 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
So he was there he was there for like 12 hours.
Unscheduled.
But
now this dude has connections to like the Mossad and shit, apparently. There's rumors that they're saying that this guy came from, some kind of background that is connected to the CIA or the Mossad and all kinds of other shit.
Is this Trump's golf course? Or is it?
It's not Trump's. Was it at Mar-a-Lago? No, it's not. It was like another one in Florida that he went to.
Okay.
So it's like, it wasn't like it was one he scheduled to go to all the time. It wasn't his personal one that I understand. But regardless, nobody.
I think he frequents this golf course, but
this was off schedule.
But it wasn't. It was a last minute deal.
It was a last minute decision. He decided he was going to go, hit some balls, and this dude
the
was
place
ready.
He was like,
he should probably stop doing that.
Why?
He should, but yeah,
why?
I mean, I could give you a million reasons why.
Yeah,
he's gonna end up. They're gonna get him one of these times.
They will get him. It's not hard to.
Yeah, they're gonna get him one of these times.
They're not
the effort that they're putting into it, and then they just showed their hand. This is a whole nother topic, but their ability to blow up pagers and walkie-talkies.
That was crazy.
I heard too that they haven't covered it on the news, but it's bigger than that, bro. Like there was satellites exploding and rooftops blowing smoke out. They have video footage of roofs all over in where was it, Hezbollah or whatever, or Lebanon, where they're just fucking like television sets, satellites, like everything were just exploding, bro, blowing up.
The whole country's gone,
dude. But that's some scary warfare.
Back to the shooter. Yeah. The spot where he was, I guess, was like the only way that he would have known about it is if somebody showed him how to get there, because it was so tucked away in the fucking brush.
And he would have to know Trump would eventually cross that path.
They said that the Secret Service could see his barrel sticking out.
Because they shot at him.
And they started shooting at him.
Yeah.
And the guy took off running.
But they caught him and now he's in custody?
He's in custody.
So they're going to get some answers, actually?
I mean, they either get answers or somehow he dies.
They should just torture him. Kick it back to old school.
You don't think they're going to?
I'd hope so.
Yeah, I promise you they're going to torture the guy.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
You
if the right team has a hold of him, they'll torture him. If the right team has a hold of him, they'll torture him. Clearly, there's two sides here in government right now, man.
I don't get why we can't torture anymore.
Well, we do. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But for sure they do. Especially like the CIA, the FBI, they use torture tactics.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I guess.
That's known.
So there's some possible fucking MK Ultra shit going on.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it because, again, seemingly, they say this guy's hated Trump forever and he's got a huge criminal record and all this stuff like that.
He went to Ukraine I don't know what he was going to do over there.
He wanted to fight in the war.
He did, but then they said that he's too crazy and they sent him back.
Yeah. They said, "Hey, you're too crazy," and the government's like, "Send them to us."
We'll
So
take
then they're
them.
like, "Hey, so you're a sociopath, huh?"
Yeah.
Or maybe
We're
that's
wondering.
when they got him. Maybe that's when they got him.
Yeah, I don't
MK Ultra. and all.
There's
I
so
don't
much
know.
just speculation now. It's so hard to say
He
what's
needs
what,
to
bro.
be more like.
But they're
What is that-
running us.
What is that video on the bottom right there?
This one?
Nope. Go down
bottom right.
there. Oh,
This?
is that the old one?
That's old, yeah.
Okay.
I just think like maybe don't go golf on public courses and like or even semi-private courses.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they don't want to give him a full security detail
Yeah.
from the Secret Service because he's not the sitting
They just
president.
reversed that, so they're giving him the same amount as Biden.
Really?
Yep.
When did they announce that?
that's not even
I
gonna
saw
help.
that. Was it this morning? Maybe.
Oh wow, okay.
But I just have my
That's
3
new.
homies. I'd be like, hey, you guys gotta stay around me all day, every
He
day.
needs hire private.
Exactly. There's no
contractors.
way I'm trusting secret security at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
Nope.
even though they might do a good job, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
Yep.
it's gotta be like a gang or like the mob. Like you gotta have just a couple people you can trust, and that's it, or you're gonna go down.
The scary part is they will eventually get him if
They
they
will.
continue these efforts, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. So like he should change up some things. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to be out there being all bold and being like, they missed me again, and I'm just blah blah. I'm gonna play golf. It's my thing. It's like, dude, it's golf or your life on the line
You've
right
got
now.
3
But
months.
here's the shitty
like,
part.
Sink that putt, son.
Here's the shitty part for Trump. Even if he does win the election, it's not over for him. They're gonna be looking to get this guy, bro. Especially if he wins the election,
Yeah.
especially, and that's what's scary. So it's like,
So then JD Vance can run it or what?
I don't know.
Because he's also a plant.
Let's hope not. You think he's a plant now too?
No, I don't. Still don't know much about him. I'm excited for their debate. I think that'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Than Trump's.
Great joy.
That was awful.
Did you
though.
see his wife, Waltz's wife? At
Oh my god, that was so
at
gross.
their rally. She's like, "We're gonna
Yeah,
turn the
turn the page.
Come on,
Yeah.
do it with me.
Do it with me. Turn the page."
And you, bro, his face is all red.
Yeah,
and you
he's
can
like-
tell he's dreading that.
Oh
bro.
my God.
You can tell he was dreading.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
crazy because they're trying to get like the hardened white, like working class man to vote for
Yeah.
them.
Did you see what he did with his autistic son though? When they went up to like for his acceptance speech or whatever it was,
Oh,
and he was
DNC,
walking over with his hand, and he was like,
Oh, you're
walking,
talking about
he
that?
yanked
Yeah.
him and like
Yeah.
pulled them all
I think we
angrily.
talked
Like
about it
you
here.
could tell that was some abusive looking shit.
Yeah.
So he's just, bro, it's crazy. He's done for
But the Teamsters Union came out and said that they were not endorsing
anyone.
anyone. So this is like
And
the
Trump
first
was like,
time-
"That's a good thing."
Yeah.
He was like, "That's great. They're not
Time they
endorsing the
haven't endorsed
Democrats."
a Democrat in
Yep.
years.
That's awesome.
Yep. It's getting crazy, man. We called this a long time ago that things were going to get wild as fuck. We're going to see unprecedented shit.
Yeah, I got
It's
the-
like a straight up movie, everything that's happening. They're throwing us for a loop everywhere we look because they want us to be confused. They want us to not know what could possibly come next because such extreme
illegal
things.
to post.
Yeah, California did, but yeah.
Well,
They
you got
made it
this
illegal
bitch
to
talking
post
about it
memes?
too.
Yeah, I know. Illegal. California, Newsom, Cody's boy, signed a bill in California
Newsom.
making. Well, here's the rule: it's illegal to make memes or parody that is disinformation about political, talks or anything like that. But who's the deciding factor of what's real and what's not, bro?
Yeah.
You could say something honest and truthful about Trump and the Democratic Party being fucking corrupt, and you could go to jail for that.
Yeah.
But it's true. If it's true, like, you know what I mean? So who gets to decide what is or isn't, truth?
Crazy because he said he was going to do that and he did it.
Yeah. And they're using it to target Elon Musk right now too.
Well, that's why
Because Elon Musk did a Twitter post.
That's why he said it.
Yeah, he posted about like how they've tried to assassinate Trump twice, and he said, isn't it interesting that no one's tried to assassinate Kamala or Biden?
Oh, that was just like today or yesterday.
It was just like recently, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he deleted it afterwards because like they started coming at his head for it. But it's like he wasn't saying someone should do it. He's saying you guys need to open your eyes. Like they have more hate towards them. They have more corruption. Look at what one side is like and look at what the other side is like. They want us to believe both these attempted assassins were Trump supporters. They're like, oh, they both voted Republican, but they both donated to Act Blue a lot, especially this last guy. He's been donating to them for years, but he was registered as a Republican. So they're trying to make it look like these are Trump
He had a
supporters that
Biden
coming
Harris
at
sticker
him,
on his
bro.
truck.
Bro, it's
It's
crazy.
absolute
I
bullshit.
could never imagine donating money to like a politician in real life.
Trump asks me all the time. I'm like, nah, bro.
Dude, come
Hey,
on.
I need that. I
like,
need that 15
You got
bucks
so
from
much
you.
money. Why do you need my money? I already pay my taxes.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah, it's
because
crazy.
he's running against the machine.
Yeah, me too. That's what my whole life is running against the machine. I'm at an
all
uphill
24
battle.
years of it?
All 24 years. It's getting me. It's beating me down.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you guys want to throw on top of this real quick?
We went out. That was a
we
good time.
went out. That was a fun. We
Saw
saw
some-
Teddy Swims.
Yeah.
That was
Listen
pretty
to the
dope.
last song. That was
That was
good.
a lame concert.
It rained on us. I don't think that's a good venue for concerts, to be honest. Like, only the front people get really an experience.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they don't
No,
have
I
monitors.
thought-
It's
I
really
thought-
far back.
Dude, like I said,
And he cut his set short. But I think he did it for the rain.
I think that maybe, but dude, why can't you play in the rain? Like they've had concerts there in the rain before.
I was
Because you
telling
noticed
guys-
the whole crowd, bro. Like, they paused after it was over. Like, they didn't really know if
No,
it was
it was
over or
done.
not.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they realized as they turned the lights on and started cleaning the stage, they're like, oh, and then they just started turning around and walking out slowly. And we were just like, oh, I guess it's over.
Yeah, I was drunk, so I didn't.
But yeah, we had a good time.
It was a good time. Yeah.
It was a really good time. Nicole was drinking too. We had a great
Yeah,
time.
Nicole was fun, bro.
She
I
was
told you
getting
this
out
already,
there.
but yeah, we've never seen Nicole in that element because usually Dion makes her not drink and drive him home. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And-
I'm usually really
yeah,
forceful.
He was like, I'm gonna hit you if you drink.
Don't say that. Jesus.
But this time he let her drink. He gave her permission, bro, and she was
Yeah.
drinking. She was fun.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
a good time.
I hold her back, you know. So
She's usually like just real quiet though because she's sitting around a bunch of drunk fucks. and she's
exactly.
sober.
But she likes it still. She
Yeah.
just doesn't talk. But
Yeah,
when she's
yeah.
drinking, she has a good time.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man.
Yeah.
I really like Bar Down too. It's a dope
Bar
spot.
down is
Yeah.
fun. You know, I was really scared when I blacked out on my birthday. That I was gonna get kicked out. I guess I didn't need to say that when I was drunk on my birthday that I get like blacklisted, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Good shit.
Yeah, we had a good time.
It was good.
I've never been to the lights for any events or anything like that.
That was my first one too.
I thought that was a really dope spot, man. I could see a lot of fun shit happening there.
I would not want to live there.
I would.
You would?
I still think we should all dime in and rent an apartment.
That would be
there, bro.
sick. See, that
Like,
would be
seriously,
cool.
I think we should all dime in. We would just use it for events and shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We could all just be like, hey, either we're all going together, or if some like Clay comes to town, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna crash there for the weekend. I'm in town. Shit like that. Yeah, I think that would be fun, bro.
That would be fun.
It'd be pretty inexpensive if all of us dimed in on it too, bro. And we would just have a spot we can
Who's
use.
all of us?
cross-utilize. Me, you, Clay, and Dion,
Can
bro.
get Chase, dude.
Maybe Chase dime in.
Chase lives right over there. He's fucking.
No, I think our goal should be once the pod blows up, then we get one of those apartments there for the studio.
That's
just run
what
the
that's what we
pocket.
put in there for sure.
Yeah, we
we
could
put
do
the
that.
studio in there.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We could just pay a little bit more than the rest of the guys. And
Oh,
they just
for
gotta
sure.
ask us to use it.
Well, we gotta have it in like a separate. Like no one's gonna be like using it as their
But
house.
imagine, bro,
You know,
we wouldn't have to pay for any of the events there. We could just go out on our fucking balcony.
I'd jump.
We'd jump.
It'd be too fun. I'd jump out. Just like
Just get like one of the first level ones so you can just jump
yeah,
off the
we'd have
balcony.
to be first level because it'd be too
We just got a
tempting.
bunch of sheets tied in knots and we're just shimmying Dion to do beer runs and shit.
Like, could I get 4 high noons? Like, got them in my
Speaking of,
pocket.
dude,
Yeah.
the other thing that was fucked up was like, what do they do with all those people that bought tickets? Like
The drink tickets?
drinks?
Yeah, you're asked out.
That's
Like,
what I
that's
was wondering
fucking
too.
bullshit,
Well,
dude.
that's why we had to freaking get so
I
many.
know,
Yeah, we had to finish them off and
I
get in there.
would imagine that there's a lot of people that probably had tickets still, you know?
Yeah.
I think
Fuck 'em.
It's like, damn.
They
I
get
wonder
for
if they
going
let them
light.
use them at next events or something. if they were
You would think
usable.
they'd let them use them
like Chuck E.
inside.
Cheese and shit, you know?
Maybe. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if they were letting people use them in Bar Down.
I asked her, I was like, can we use these? And she's like, maybe for a little bit, but I wouldn't risk it. That's what she told me. And that's why I was like, all right, let's order a bunch of shit.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I don't know.
The shots were stiff.
We'll
out
have to
there.
see what the next events are though, because I had a fucking blast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have rather gone to Ice Cube?
Nah, I think the crowd would have been annoying. The Ice Cube crowd would have been a bunch of lame people.
Probably.
There's probably drama and a bunch of wannabe shit going. Like, yeah, I can't be around that shit no more, bro.
I only know the one
Pisses
song
me
and I
off.
couldn't even name it right
I
now.
know all this shit.
Raiders!
Yeah, everyone wearing Raiders gear too. Don't even know the team. It's just gang related.
Nobody's in the gang. That's the sad
None of them
thing.
are from gangs,
Yeah.
bro. But they're all gang related. They don't understand why gangsters don't want to take pictures.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. All right, well, this was a good episode. We'll shut it down here. Appreciate you guys checking us out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, talk shit, talk good, talk bad. Tell your friends about us. Don't tell your friends about us. Either which way, as long as you're talking about us. Peace.